What's poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and if you've been a fan of the channel for a while, you will know that I have a soft spot for anime movies. I am a sucker for anime movies. I love a good animated movie. I love a good anime movie because I feel like their stories are much more mature than animated movies that we have today. Anime movies have a lot more of a serious tone to them, and they're just, I don't know, I feel like they're a lot better done and well crafted. So today we're going to be taking a look at, oh god, it's a movie with a long ass title, a longer title than I thought. Again, another question that I do have: why are anime titles so fucking long? Anime titles are getting to be like 2 sentences long nowadays. I don't see the point in that. It's just so much to search for. Like the one that I saw recently was, which I am watching, and there will be a review for soon. VTuber's story, that time I forgot to turn off my stream and got famous or became an internet sensation. There is no fucking need for titles to be that long. And exactly the same with this one. The Tunnel to Summer, The Exit of Goodbyes. It is 2022 fantasy romance, which is 1 hour and 24 minutes. Has a 7 out of 10 on IMDb, an 83% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 4.6 out of 5 on Amazon. Obviously, you can watch this on Crunchyroll or Amazon. After Kuroku finds himself standing in front of a mysterious tunnel and thinks of Karen, the sister he lost in an accident 5 years ago, Anzui Hashiro, the new transfer student, follows him and promises to help him experiment with the tunnel. So how this movie actually starts is with a very boring day of school finishes. Our main character offers an umbrella to the exchange student. She takes it reluctantly. They go home, they go back to school, and he's like, oh my god, she's in my class, because she gets welcomed in as the transfer student. She's very bitchy to everyone, very closed off, doesn't want to tell anyone nothing. Everyone who tries to be friends with her or tries talking to her, instantly shut down. The popular girl doesn't like that, so tries to fuck with her, tries to pick a fight. So, the new girl fucking wallops her one, gives her like the fucking baddest left hook of her life. It made her fucking full tilt. She did like a 180 fucking degrees. She swung that bitch and took her out in one punch. She was on the floor bleeding, and then the guy was like, oh damn, and you know, they went back to the train station, and he went home. His dad was drunk and was pissed off at him and was like, you're a fucking disappointment. I wish you died instead of your little sister. Give me your little sister back. I don't want you. What the fuck? And he ran away. He ran away from home, and he found this tunnel, and he walked through the tunnel, and like a week had passed whilst he'd been in this tunnel. He found a budgie and a shoe with his little sister's name on it, Karen. A fucking awful name for a person, by the way. Karen is such a shit name. It has been dragged through the mud and back, and I think if you call your kid Karen in these times, they're gonna get fucking bullied to hell. So yeah, Karen is a very bad name to call your child in today's times. So, he, you know, goes to the tunnel the next day after sort of lying, saying that, you know, he was ill, and the girl follows him. They go in the tunnel, they run out the tunnel, and they've been gone for like 5 hours, and they were only in there for like 3 seconds. So, they make a deal. She believes him instantaneously of what that tunnel is, and they make a deal. They make a plan to start playing with the tunnel. They do a couple of tests, running in and out, seeing how long it takes, how much time passes between each thing, and they're gone for like 7-8 hours at a time, and it's like, are your parents not worried with you coming home at like 7 hours after school's finished? Like, I'm gonna be honest, school finishes at like, what, 4 o'clock roughly? 7 hours after 4 is like 1 o'clock in the morning. Are your parents not worried that you're coming home from school at like 1 o'clock in the morning? Do they genuinely not care? And apparently the answer is yes, because they don't have parents. Of course they don't. And the parents that they do have are drunks and don't give a shit. So, you know, all's well that ends well, works out incredibly well. They then, you know, she gets what she wants. She becomes a popular manga artist, and she gets deals from all over the world. She gets deals from people. He doesn't get his sister back, so he goes in alone because her wish is already being granted, and he doesn't want to ruin that. So he takes her out of the takes her out the deal and goes in there. He's in that tunnel for like 20 hours. Alright? That translates to 8 years in the real world, and when he comes out, the manga girl, is still hung up on him fucking off, still hung up on him leaving her and abandoning her. She's still got the hots for him, and she never got to admit that to him. So when he comes out the tunnel, they get together instantaneously. She is now 8 years older than him, and I think that is extremely weird. Gonna be honest, to be fair, him being 8 years younger than her is still very weird. I don't care what you say. Don't care what you say in the love story. I think that's weird. I think that's kind of gross. The movie ends with them getting together, and that's it. Like, she returns the umbrella, movie ends. The returning umbrella is a common theme throughout this. They keep bringing back the umbrella and saying, oh yeah, I'll return it to you tomorrow, I'll return it to you next week. Hey ho, I'll return you the umbrella, just make sure you're in and stuff. And she's like, yeah, okay, that's fine, cool. And yeah, that's it. That's how the movie ends. And I'm gonna be honest, the story for this is really cool. It's not like reinventing the wheel. It's not the most exciting story. It's cool. It's alright. It's a decent story and makes for a good character arc, with the characters sort of getting what they want without the tunnel, learning their worth without having to go into the tunnel. And I like that. Like, obviously it's the story of working hard for it and not just like getting it the easy way. I think that's like the moral of her story, and she gets her sort of fancy studio. She becomes like a world-renowned artist, and she isn't happy with it. She wants her boyfriend, she wants her childhood crush to come back, but he doesn't, and she's worried and she's sad about it, and she spends 8 years whining over it. And I'm gonna be honest, 8 years is a long fucking time. I'm 90% sure any human, real life human, would have moved on, but because this is a movie, they're not gonna let her, and they're gonna make her suffer and torture for like 8 years waiting for him to come back. Does that mean she's gonna spend like 8 years in the tunnel so then they're the same age and they can continue with life? I don't have a fucking clue. I don't know. It's weird. Technically, this tunnel can lead to immortality. If you want to travel to the future, all you gotta do is walk in here, chill for like a day, come out, boom, you're like 12 years into the future. And if you want to go further, boom, it's going to be like, what, 2 days for you, where the world's got like 24. It's absolutely insane, like the time travel capabilities of this thing. Obviously, you can only go forward in time, and you can't go back. I guess it would lead to some conflicting things with like your social security number, your passport, date of birth, you being a human living in the future. You know, obviously passport and shit like that would be a little bit confusing and a little bit of a hurdle to get over when you're trying to use currency that might be outdated and stuff like that. Getting a job would be hard when you don't have a place to live anymore because someone else has moved into your house. Not the wisest choice to do, gonna be honest, but the capabilities are there. I like the science behind it. I like the science fiction behind this story, and I like overthinking it because I'm a nerd. But the animation is fucking beautiful. That tunnel is gorgeous with the glowing pinks, the glowing oranges, and the blues. It is such a beautiful looking tunnel. It is such a beautifully well animated anime. It is gorgeous, and I fucking love it. God, the animation on this movie is fucking phenomenal. It is the best part about this movie. Story is alright. I'm not gonna give it the world's greatest story. I have seen better movies as of late with better stories than this one. I think it's a good story, but it isn't like spectacular. It's just another generic love story, I'm gonna be honest, with a little bit of a fantastical tale to it. But I fucking adore the animation. It's gorgeous. I can't get over it. It's so good. I do watch anime in dub, so, you know, crucify me, castrate me, whatever you want to do, because I'm a dub watcher. I don't care. I struggle with reading, so I watch in dub. And the dub voice actors do a decent job. They do a okay job, I'm going to be honest. Like, the emotion that they convey isn't all that great. The main people do sound a little monotone at times, and like they do lack emotion at some points, but it's beautiful. The anime's beautiful. I can't say anything else. The anime's fucking beautiful. Like, it is a beautiful watch. Like, I was watching this and I was stunned at the animation quality. It is so fucking good. And I wish some animes looked like this, because it's great. Like, some of the newer animes have some weaker animated points because they have like the budget has to go for like 24 episodes instead of like an hour and like a bit. So I just wish that the budget for like anime could be increased, because it is getting more and more popular as time goes on. Anime is becoming more and more widely accepted in culture, because it was a thing that was looked down upon and made you seem like a scumbag and like a disgusting cretin for watching it. Now it's widespread and loved by many. It still does get a little bit of stigma, but by many it is loved and adored and is widely accepted. Alright? So anime budget should be increasing. The budget for anime should be getting higher and higher, because the One Piece anime is incredible. Like, the One Piece live action is loved by many who don't even watch anime. So it's having like that wide reach effect that's going to more and more people. So I want anime to have a raised budget. I don't care how we do it. Pay the animators more, because when you pay animators, you get shit like this. You get goated animation like this. When you give them enough time, enough pay, enough rest, you get phenomenal shit. Like, we have animators being dogged on, and we are gonna have like an animator strike, I do believe, at some point. I do think that is on the horizon. I've heard rumors of something like that happening. So we might have a little bit of a dip in animated movies and anime in general in the next couple of years. But if after that we get more shit like this, I don't mind. I would rather wait for some phenomenal animation than have something that's rushed. This is a solid 7 out of 10.